Having nice straight lines is key to creating a professional scrapbook page, and it's easy to do with the Cutterpede straight edge trimmer. This is a great tool for creating nice straight lines. It's a trimmer that has a nice big bed. It's 13 inches, so it holds a full-size 12 by 12 sheet of paper. We have a ruler that folds right out. The ruler folds out to measure a little over 15 inches, and it will fold at the 6-inch mark. The 6-inch mark paper stop is exactly 6 inches away from the cutting edge, so it makes cutting paper into 6 by 6 squares a snap. So let me start and show you how this whole thing works. The Cutterpede has a flex arm that lifts up. The cutting edge is exactly along this acrylic arm. The blade is right here, and so when you're measuring, you want to use this as a guide for where the cutter is going to cut. When you close this, it has a magnetic catch which holds the arm nice and straight, which delivers that nice straight professional cut that you want for your scrapbook page. So I'm going to show you how you mat a photo. It's a very simple thing to do. I have a 12 by 12 sheet of paper right here. I'm going to take a little bit of adhesive and apply that to the back of the photo. And I'm going to glue the photo right into the corner and I'm eyeballing it about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch away from that edge. So once I've got that in place, now I'm going to take my paper and slide it into my trimmer. When I slide this into the trimmer, I want to use the paper stops that are at the top of the trimmer all the way across the ruler. The paper stops are going to help you align the paper into the trimmer properly. So I'm sliding my paper in, and I'm using that acrylic edge as my edge where I'm going to cut. I can also use the ruler out here so that I get a nice straight measurement on my my picture here, and I know I want to go right about here. I'm going to close this up. Now the shuttle is spring loaded, so if I just move it along the paper, it will not cut. I need to engage it by pushing it down, and then I want to push the shuttle towards the paper stop, and that's what's going to give me that nice clean cut. See how easy that is to mat your photo? Now I'm going to turn it and do the cut one more time. So I'm simply sliding my picture in, and notice how I keep my picture to the left of the cutting ruler. It makes it easier to figure out where you want it to cut. So I'm simply sliding this right in, using my ruler as a guide, and that's about where I want to cut. And I'll put that down, slide my shuttle down to the bottom, and push towards the paper stop to get my cut. And see how easy it is to mat that photo? Now this particular shuttle that I have on here is a straight edge shuttle, so that will give me that straight edge. If I'd like, I can change out this shuttle to a perforating or a scoring blade, and when I do that, I can now perforate my paper, which makes it so I can make a coupon book and tear those little pieces out, or I can score, which is very important for making my cards. So these are different shuttles that I can get to do some different things. Travel with your cropping and would like to work on smaller projects, this exact same tool is available in a smaller size, and I'm going to switch it out to the smaller version and show you some more things that you can do with this cutter. When I switch this around, this little one has the same exact ruler as the bigger one, just in a mini version, comes right out, and I have that same bed and ruler. Now one thing that I didn't point out last time that I'd like to point out now on the bed is the 1/4 inch squares that also help me in aligning my photos. So between the paper stop and the grid on the bed of this cutter, I can really get those straight lines. Now I can change the shuttle very easily. As I slide the shuttle down, I have a little clip right here at the bottom. Simply going to turn this so you can get a better view. I'm going to open this clip, and the shuttle will slide right off the channel. It's really easy to do. And I'm going to come over here and pick up some different shuttles. We have different shuttles available so that you can cut different types of cuts. This particular one is a zigzag, there's a scallop, there's a wave, and a decal. So I can do all different kinds of cuts using these different types of shuttles. Now these are very easy to put on, just like I showed you before. They come with a little cover across the blade so that you don't cut yourself. You don't want to throw that away, because when you store these in your bag, you want that blade covered so you don't accidentally cut yourself. So save that little cover, and I'm going to use the white little marks here and line that up with my channel, and I simply slide that right onto my Cutterpede channel, close that up, and now I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to switch out colors just for fun. I'm going to slide this in here, and the same way, if I don't engage this, it won't cut, so I'm going to engage it, slide it along my paper, and I get a really cool cut. So here we have the zigzag, so that you can see that a little better. I'll flip that over, and we have that nice cut that we can create. Now let me show you how that looks on our pages. I have 4 different pages to show you, each one doing something a little bit different with our different blades. This one right here uses the scallop blade, and you can see that it's got that right across the top. We even have a little sample right down here where we have the wave, and it just adds a little touch, just a little something. Now you can take those large blades and put them on the big Cutterpede as well as using them on the small Cutterpede. This example right here shows us our decal edge right across the top, and also in our photo matting. Remember how I just showed you how to do that? We're going to come over here to the other side, and on this side we have the zigzag cut, and it's fun to add a little bit from your sewing machine and do a little zigzag since it mimics the 2 right there. So the next one over, we have the scallop edge right here along the top, and we also have it right down the side. Notice how cute that adds a nice little decorative edge on that edge of the page. I hope you enjoy using the decorative edges on all your scrapbook pages and your photo mats.